Hey, Tamoretsi, my name is Rob So Wide, coming straight out of Rustenburg, the 014 Platinum City. You are listening to Urban Info Podcast, a podcast that is dedicated to provide you with relevant news, information, and discussing youth-related issues in open discussion that is more likely to aid you in your livelihood. Welcome, and of course, I get I'm with my bro, J95.
Welcome to the Urban Info Podcast, episode number 2. My name is J95. What's good, Raps?
I'm good, Jay, and what's up?
Easy, man. Now, let's get into this. In today's discussion, we discuss image. Now, the definition of image is a representation of the external form of a person. Raps, what is image to us and why image?
Most people believe the first step that leads us to our true image is knowing who I am. But to me, I don't think it is, man. I believe it is knowing who I am not, as it will put you in a space or a place where you may want to ask yourself this question. If I know who I am not, then why am I not that person? And that's where you will find out what somewhere along the way in your life you were programmed to have an image that put you into some sort of entitlement, where you ended up with an image of who you believe to be. So to me, man, defining ourselves for who we are not, is the first step that leads us to know who we really are and the image we should possess as people.
So it's kind of like eliminating the definition that you were given about yourself and then redefining yourself, like discovering yourself and your true potential, who you really are.
No, it's finding out who the person you are not and why. It's finding out the things you will never be able to do in life. Like saying, this person, I cannot be like this person. No, for sure. That way you can be, if you are able to point what you are not, then you can be able to say, if I'm not this person, then why not? You understand? So by looking back to that person, you will find out the things that you don't like or things that not resonate with you about that kind of character or image. That way it can put you in a space where you'll be able to say, okay, if I'm not this kind of character, then what makes me make me confident to say I'm not this character? You understand? So that way you can be able to know where does it come from. Sometimes you can find out that thing that makes you confident enough to say I'm not this person, this is not who I am, is some of the things that it's not even on you to know you are not that kind of person. It's something that was somehow projected by society, culture, and everyone around you who told you, you know, you are a nice guy, you are this person, but only to find out
that is not the animal that you are.
That's not the animal that you are, man. So it's easy to break it that way. That way you can be able to know, okay, if I'm not this person and I hate this kind of image and this kind of character, why am I hating it? What makes me hate this character the way I do? That way it's easy for you to know, okay, I don't like this and this and that. Okay, this is who I am then.
Okay, so I have a scenario. So let's break it down afterwards. If this person went back and looked at, okay, this is who I was told I am, but this is not who I am. This is not what I like. This is what I like. And they became that. Okay. So there's a fashion model who had an image that she always praised. You know, she wanted to be, so she put some work into it every day to reach that cover-looking persona. So she would starve herself most of the time just so she can meet the standard, you know, with the belief that beauty is pain. She would spend most of the time without eating because she wanted to look beautiful. She loved it when people admired her and praised her body, her modeling body. But deep down she was suffering, you know, because she'd miss out on moments with friends, family, people close to her that she cared about, you know, because these moments were shared and enjoyed, you know, through family dinners, lunch, braais, and all that stuff. But then she doesn't eat certain foods, that contain plenty of fats and calories. So she doesn't want that, and would hurt her more than the joy of. So she'd rather hurt herself more than the joy of being, having those foods would hurt her more than the joy of being told that she's beautiful.
That's hectic, man.
So would you say this person went and figured, this is not who I am. I hate this curvaceous body. I hate this about myself, about my body. So I'm going to starve myself because I am not this person. Why am I not the person in the magazine? She eliminated who she doesn't want to be, who she isn't, and then focused on why am I not this person. And then she went and became that person, but then that's bringing her pain and not joy,
I think part of the problem is when you are in the self-discovery journey, because it's a self-discovery journey, man.
True.
And that journey it's a never-ending journey, because every day your body is like a puzzle. Who you are is like a puzzle to you. Each and every time you find a new mystery that you are, it's hard for you to solve. Hence, many people stick with one character or one image of themselves. So, like that person in the scenario did, man. I think she did what exactly should be done, but at the end of the day, problem is the pain that she inflict on herself. Because I don't think you should. Because I don't think an image should be something that only people who get joy from that. Is people from the outside, because you too have to have some sort of a pleasure or enjoying the process of building who you are, because the only problem that she's facing at this moment is she's going through a lot, and only people from the outside can see the image and be like, you look beautiful, but she doesn't feel like that, even though she's been told she's beautiful, but clearly it's hurt her more than she get the joy of being told that she's beautiful. So, but I think that's the right thing to do, to be able to identify who you are not, and that way you can know, I'd rather stick with this person, this character. It benefit me more than it benefit, because some people decide to just stuck with one character, and that character define them, even though it's not even working for the So that way, I think it's better to just go along and discover. I like actors. Because usually actors discover a lot of characters within themselves, and they know which one to stick with. They act maybe, let's say they act maybe 20 movies. That way along the way they will have some different career, different movies, different image. That way they know, okay, that's not who I am. I'd rather be in this point for this kind of time and this several time.
No, I hear you.
But the question that matters the most in this scenario, man, is why it should be this. What really matters the most to you? That's the question that you should ask. What people think about us interior, and what do we feel inside as human being?
But that to truly find the answer to that question, sometimes you have to go through that pain. You have to go through that experience, because it happens that without that experience, sometimes you won't get to that answer, because you were never in that situation, Because if she never got into that situation, she would have remained herself, with the curvaceous body, and she wouldn't have missed out.
The image that the image that was implicated into her. Yeah, I think that's how it should be, man. I think discovery is something that matters the most in life. The best thing to do is to discover more, unlike having to sit in one place. Even though sometimes it can bring pain to.
Also goes as far as not putting too much pressure on yourself. And then again, not allowing society to put pressure and expectations on us.
In fact, it's a matter of society, man. You can put pressure on yourself for what you truly want, because at the end of the day, there's no way to run away from pressure, because life, man, is full of much pressure. But problem is when you allow society to be the one that constantly putting you in a point where you want to do things. You understand?
So I guess when you say it's a good thing to put yourself under pressure for what you want, but just make sure that it is not by the influence.
Yeah, it is not by the influence. Because at the end of the day, if you say I'm not going to put myself into pressure, then you'll be living in some comfort, because comfort and at the same out of your character too.
Yeah, like we said last time, like that mood or
yeah, so you don't have to be in comfort, but that discomfort doesn't have to be influenced by society and how people want you to live your life.
Okay, so based on the scenario, I mean, a couple of questions. Was the trauma she put herself through worth it?
It's all about happiness, Jay. Problem that you stated in the scenario is that she was starving herself. So I think that was the problem, man. Yeah, because if she was not enjoying it the way she would be enjoying, if it's only people from the outside enjoying what she's going through, and she's not enjoying the process that she put herself into, I think that's not happiness, man. That's not how an image should be, because image shouldn't torment you. Should make you feel free about yourself, and knowing that you are the one who chose it for yourself, and not being influenced by that this or you look beautiful, act that way because everyone is telling you that you look beautiful, even though you don't enjoy how the beauty come. You understand?
Yeah.
So rather don't look beautiful in society's eye. Be as long as you are happy with the way you are.
Don't focus on the external too much. Focus on the internal. Yes. So do you think gym would have been a solution? I mean, sharp feeder, we never said, we never spoke about, we never said if the person in the scenario was curvaceous and stuff, although I've been saying that, but that is the only assumption, if she had to starve herself.
Yeah, there was something more than what she already have right now. So meaning she have something more into that. I think it's all about finding the right thing to do instead of going through. I think there are possible options. If she prefer her image to be that way, like the magazine cover kind of looking one, there are plenty of ways that she could prefer to choose that may work for her than the thing that she put herself to. Because I know a lot of modelers who eat anything that they find, man. Yeah. Even though they don't eat too much, but you know.
Okay, cool. So, are we the architecture of? I mean, in everything that we just spoke about, it kind of, you know, about happiness. You know, is happiness internal or external? It's external. It's the butterflies that you get when you see your crush, right? Yeah. And you said, don't do it for society. Do it for yourself. So, question is, are we the architecture of our own life, or is it the society? You know, who is the author of your life book? That is the question, basically.
I think we should be, but most of the time it's society that decide to paint our book the way they want it to have it.
Influence.
Yeah, just so they can look at it and say, this is the kind of example that we expect. You know, have you ever, like, take it from example, growing in a village or a place or an area where things are doing certain way to be the outcast, they're going to start saying names to you and want to hear. So somehow, man, subconsciously you're going to end up saying, you know what, let me just be like them. And when you start to be like them, they start praising you.
You get lost in the sauce.
That's when society start writing things for you and putting you in a way whereby they become the author of your own book. You know,
you become lost in the sauce that you.
And it's only few men who are woke who can say, "I'm the author of my own book." You know, I'm the one who determine how I live and how my image will be. So it's all about how woke you are in order for you to know what is the cost to that. And mostly, man, it's influenced by society, public figures, music, culture. So those are the kind of things they put you in a point whereby you'll end up living your life being influenced. So I think for you, in order to live the image that you prefer, I think choose the image that you prefer and rather have it. And if it makes you happy than it makes society, it's all about you, man. It's okay to be selfish sometimes.
Yeah, sure, be selfish, man. You know, when you become selfish, especially for the right reasons, you save yourself a lot of trouble in your life, you know. And you'll be more content and happy with your choices, moving forward into the future, rather than looking back and saying, oh, if only I had said no.
Because to society, it will never be enough, man. And another thing is it's a choice given by family,
Yeah.
Sometimes we coming from family that giving us too many freedom, too many choices, that makes us end up becoming the people who we didn't even thought to become because we are influenced by friends and everything. So sometimes it's okay for growing up in a family where they can say no to that. At least you were getting out of character, because sometimes I believe they know better, but even though sometimes they can suppress you into thinking you are this person, but man, you are better than that, So, and another thing is the resistance that caused many people to go out of character just so they can show their family.
You become a clown.
Yeah, those family.
I'm a clown. Wink, wink.
Those family that always want to keep order in the house and everything. They say, okay, this person want me to live by her or his rules. So they rather resist on that, and they become out of character. They start doing things that are not impressing even to themselves, just so they can prove to their family that I'm in control of my life, Yeah, those are the kind of problem, man. Another thing, man, the clown. I hear you sing. I hear you saying clown. Yeah, look at me, I'm a clown.
Yeah, seeking attention.
ADD. Man. It's caused by attention deficiency disorder, man. It's a problem. It's something that should be taken look at cautiously, because sometimes people are not aware if they have ADD. So they start doing some weird thing, and you don't know where they come from. You don't know how they come. But it's part of the problem. Maybe they grew up in the point where they never been given much attention about how they are and everything. So they rather do uncertain things, man, to everyone, just so they can get attention.
Yeah, and
those
rude stuff.
Yeah, and rude stuff. Those people, man, will sit in the bus, you are with them in the bus, and all of a sudden you start making sound and everything just to get your attention, just to get all of the people looking at him. That way they can harness the energy from there, and they become happy with everything. So, yeah, I think those are the part of reason, man. So in order for you to live a life perfectly, just choose the image that you'll be happy with. And by that, man, best believe me, you'll live a happy life. And Moretsi, my name is Rob Saltwide, and you are awesome. And I'm with J95. We were talking about image, the characters that we play. Choose the best character. Jay?
Okay, now that is the end of the episode. Shout out to everyone supporting Urban InfoPod. Be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel, hit that notification button, and follow us on Instagram at Urban InfoPod, Twitter at UInfoPod. Stream the podcast on Spotify and Apple Podcast and Anchor. We are also on SoundCloud as Urban InfoPod. Before I leave you, man, just look in the mirror and take a good look, Take a good look and be content with who you are. See, the thing is, you are you, and nobody can be you except you. So be the best possible you that you can. It's kind of cliche, but not so cliche. It is what it is, man. My name is J95, and I'm with Rap Sold Wide. Peace out and carpe diem.